Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Hey Rachel, I like that new poster you've put on the wall. But who is this man? His smile tells that he has led a happy life.
Hi Pip, he is Dr. Nelson Mandela, one of the greatest leaders of all times. His life was full of struggles, but he never gave up.
Rachel, my life is also full of struggles. You know, yesterday I lost in chess with Chris.
We all lose sometimes, Pip, but it is important not to give up. You know, Nelson Mandela was one of those people who struggled a lot to achieve what he wanted.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Tell me his story. It may inspire me to win the next game of chess against Chris and also do well in my studies.
Well, his story is truly inspirational. Nelson Mandela was born on 18th July 1918 into a royal family of the Thembu tribe in Mvezo, a village in South Africa. His father was the chief of the tribe. Nelson's birth name was Rolihlahla.
Oh, the name sounds difficult to pronounce. Hey friends, let's say it together. Rolihlahla. That's correct, Rolihlahla.
Nelson was the first in his family to receive formal education. He completed his primary studies at a missionary school.
How did he get the name Nelson?
During those times, there was a practice of giving common English name to African students. So Rolihlahla was given the name of Nelson by his teacher. He went to the Clarkebury Boarding Institute and Healdtown, a secondary school.
Was he a good student?
Oh yes, he was a good student and also did well in boxing and athletics. In 1939, Nelson went to the University of Fort Hare, the only Western-style higher learning institute for South African blacks at that time.
Why was there a special university for blacks? Were they not allowed to study everywhere?
No, during those times, the people with black skin color were not treated well. This was called Apartheid.
Apartheid? What's that?
It was a discrimination based on the color of skin. In those days, whites in South Africa were treated well, while the people with black skin color were not treated well by the government as well as the white citizens of South Africa. The people with black skin color were not allowed to study in schools or colleges where the whites studied. Also, they were not allowed to visit certain public places where the whites visited.
This sounds so unfair. No one fought against it.
Nelson Mandela fought for the equality of people with black skin color. In 1944, Nelson Mandela joined the African National Congress and established the African National Congress Youth League, or the ANCYL.
How can one man fight against a social problem?
Pip, everyone wants to fight against a problem, but it's the leader who has the courage to raise his voice, and others follow him. Very soon, Nelson Mandela became one of the most popular leaders in the community of people with black skin color. He led the Defiance campaign in 1952 and Congress of People in 1955. Due to his rising popularity, Nelson was considered a danger by the white authorities.
So, what did they do?
They arrested him for 5 years. But Nelson continued to fight for equal rights for his fellow black people.
He was determined and courageous.
Yes, and also consistent in his efforts. He took military training in Morocco and Ethiopia. But when Nelson returned to South Africa in July 1962, he was arrested and sent to prison for all his life.
What a sad end.
It was not the end, Pip. He spent 27 years in 3 different prisons.
27 years in prison? Anyone would have accepted failure in that time.
In the Robben Island prison, Nelson and his fellow men were physically and verbally abused. Nelson's eyesight was badly damaged as he was forced to work in a lime quarry without glasses.
His life was so painful, yet so impressive. He gave up everything for a good cause, equal rights for his fellow people.
Yes, Nelson, along with others in the prison, formed a community called the University of Robben Island, where the prisoners shared the skill and knowledge. Nelson shared his knowledge on social and political topics.
He always believed in spreading knowledge among people.
Absolutely, he worked for the betterment of humanity wherever he was. The jail authorities were so scared of Nelson's rising popularity that they transferred him to Portsmouth Prison in 1982.
He had no weapons, and still the government was scared of him. This reminds me of your stories on Martin Luther King and Mahatma Gandhi. Hey friends, do watch our very interesting videos and check for the link in the description section. So, how was his stay in the Portsmouth prison?
Nelson was treated well there, and he used his time to read and write a lot. He wrote for humanitarian causes, not just for blacks, but for all the skin colors.
That means he was not angry on the whites who treated him so badly?
Nelson believed and worked for the betterment of everyone, and that's what made him different.
But he kept struggling with no results.
Pip, the bigger the change you aim for, the greater are the struggles. Nelson was trying to change the way people thought about the black community. That's why people remember him as one of the greatest leaders of his times. In 1988, Nelson was transferred to the Victor Verster prison, where he was treated well. During his stay in this prison, Nelson completed his Bachelor of Law degree. Finally, Nelson was released from the prison on 11th February 1990.
So, finally, his struggles came to an end.
Yes, in 1993, Nelson Mandela, along with the South African President F.W. de Klerk, jointly won the Nobel Prize for peaceful closing of the apartheid system to bring equality for all skin colors and races.
Wow, what a great victory!
Truly it was. On 27th April 1994, Nelson Mandela voted for the first time. And on 10th May 1994, Nelson Mandela became the President of South Africa.
That's what determination and focus gave him. No one could have ever imagined that a black skin color man would become the President of South Africa.
Yes, Nelson Mandela always stood up for democracy, equality, and learning. He faced a lot of problems, but never answered racism with racism. His life is an inspiration to all. Nelson died at his home in Johannesburg on 5th December 2013. Hey friends, if you find the story of Nelson Mandela interesting, then write in the comment box below. And if you want to know more about him, then visit our website www.makemegenius.com to find quiz, amazing facts, and short essay on Nelson Mandela.
And I am going to practice for my next chess game with Chris. We will be back with another interesting story very soon. Until then, like, share, and comment on our video, and stay subscribed to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon so that you don't miss our upcoming videos. See you soon.